Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to MXGP Career Mode. My name is Ninjutsu Evolved and this is part 30, the final part of MXGP Career Mode. It's been a hell of an adventure and a hell of a journey. We've had ups and downs, we've had good races and bad races, we've had absolute robbery on both sides. We've been robbed, and we also had that one race where we teleported and we robbed the AI of a fair few seconds worth of time. But what I'm going to do is, as per usual, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to get a couple of seconds to go away and check out previous episodes if you have missed them. 2, 1. Okay, so last time out at Matterley Basin at Great Britain, my home GP, we had the opportunity to secure the MX1 World Riders Championship. We didn't do that well, not mathematically anyway, as far as the game's concerned. Realistically, the title's ours. But as far as the game is concerned, we haven't won the title yet. It's not giving it to us yet. Both races we finished in 4th position. Race number 1 was a scrappy affair. We didn't have the pace of the front three. They checked out and left us for dead. And then we ran a very isolated race, quite boring. You just see the gap in front of me increasing. And there was a moment where we did get challenged from behind by Jeremy Van Hoorbeek. I just saw a wheel come up alongside me and was surprised by the fact that other people on the circuit were able to run so much faster than us. Race number 2, before the race started, I talked about how I wanted an exciting race that included me winning and not including me crashing. The first thing that happened was I rode into Sean Simpson and we both crashed at the first corner. So not only did I crash, I took out a fellow Brit. Great going. We're running in P4 with Clement Desal running just in front of us in P3. It should have been enough to secure the title there and then, when Yevgeny Bobryshev, who was running in second, decided to crash. Desal passed him, I didn't, and then Desal scored enough points to ensure that we would not be given the title at our home GP. You know, we won the title, we were secured of the title, we were awarded the title at Matterley Basin last season in MX2, and then we just came into Teutschenthal looking to have some fun. Now let's be honest, it's a 48-point lead that we have at the top of the standings. It's a 50-point maximum for winning both races, but if you finish in 16th, you still score 5. The team have set an objective of 3 points, which is the mathematical certainty. If we finish last in the first race, we've won the world title. So, this for me is I want to go out big. I was very surprised when we came here in MX2 when I did the double. Now, because I've done it and because I've tasted it, I want to do it again. So before we jump into this meeting, we're just going to take a quick look at the options. It's 3-lap races with races only in realistic AI difficulty, professional riding physics with my only assist being an automatic gearbox. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen, Teutschenthal in Germany, the 14th and final round of MX1 World Championship, the 30th and final part of MXGP Career Mode. It's all been building to this. This is the final showdown. You know, when I chose to do this game, I explained this in part 2, why I chose to do this game as a career mode. As I've said before, and as I said in that part, it's not something I've really revisited. I am a fan of career modes on YouTube. A lot of the career modes that I watch, if I enjoy them, it will inspire me to go out and buy the game, and I hope that this does the same thing for you. I hope if you own a PS3 or a 360, you go out and you check out MXGP. If you own an Xbox One or a PS4 and are in a more advantageous position than myself, I hope you like MXGP too, because trust me, I really want to bloody play it. Seriously, I really want to play it. But it doesn't matter. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our coronation, this is our celebration, this is our farewell. Here we go. It's round 14 of the MX1 World Riders Championship, the 30th and final part of MXGP Career Mode. I've really enjoyed this series. I really hope that you have too. But even though I've got all these good feelings and all these good vibes at the moment, I need to convert these into a result. With fighters, with winners. And this is where we need another double. So ladies and gentlemen, Let's go to work. Right, no messing. We want the double. We got the double here in MX2, and whoa, and Nagel was sliding across the circuit. He's already gone down. We're very nearly, whoa! We very nearly got a repeat of the Strybos situation from the Lausitz ring, which wouldn't that have just been a turn up for the Bucks, getting taken out on the first corner of the first lap of the first race of both German rounds. Now remember, this is what took me out, this is what caught me out with this track before. This first lap is, that first sector of the race is very long. The lap doesn't start till you cross the start-finish line. So you get 3 full laps, it's like 3.5 laps almost. God, Desailles just set himself into the scenery. He knows that he's got a very long shot at this championship. And I know he's not going to win it. We all know he's not going to win it, let's be honest. It's pretty much mathematically confirmed for ourselves. Now we just need to stay with these boys. Just need to stay with the likes of Frossard, who is a Yamaha rider. The last thing I want is to get beaten by another Yamaha in at my final meeting. As a Yamaha rider, as an MXGP racer, the last thing I want is to get beaten here by Stephen Frossard. What we're going to do is, oh, as the bike bucks and weaves and wheelies and try to put in a cheeky block pass. Is he on the same bike as us? Is he in the same team as us? His levers looked very similar, and if that's the case, why am I trying to put dirty block passes on my own teammate? I didn't even know he was my teammate. Maybe I should have paid more attention when I was selecting the team. But then again, it's probably because he's not at every meeting. We set ourselves up to go down the inside. I'm the team leader here, son. You get back. P3, 2 laps to go. 2 leaders checking out. Cairoli's currently in second. I'm not sure who it is that's leading. But they have a lead of 3.6 at the front. And that's just a Cairoli. You're probably talking a good, well over 4 seconds to the actual race leader. This is going to be, to do the double, it's going to be quite difficult. See, Rolands, I thought Rolands was his teammate. I know Rolands was, and he kept on crashing when we were at K-Guns. I don't think we're catching the lead. Whoever the leader is, he's checking out. Look at the gap they've pulled over Cairoli already. Oh, that's too much of a cut. That's too much of a cut. Yeah, centre's airborne. There's nothing I could do then. I'm getting scrappy. I'm desperately trying to catch up. Rolands has crashed again. Wow. Why would you sign him? Why would you sign him when he rides like that? Okay, now that's the fastest part of the circuit there, getting onto the part where the start is. There's that like little step up bit. That's how we've been able to continue to close in this gap on the likes of Cairoli, because we're fast over that little lump. Ooh, very nearly losing the bike. Try to brake as late as possible. Try to carry as much speed in as we can, but it's too much. It's not. We don't even get the fastest lap of the race. We only missed out by just under 2/10, but it's not the fastest lap. We're not going to do the double here. I don't know who's leading, but they're earning this. It's not going to matter though, because this will secure for us. This will wrap it up. Beyond any questionable doubt, the MX1 World Riders Championship. I need the leader to crash and hold up Cairoli. The leader is still checking out. You can see the gap, see the lead. On these parts of the track where you can see the riders in front. Cairoli doing a good job of holding on to second place. We're doing his best to try and close that gap, and you can see through that little corner there we gained quite a lot of time, it appeared anyway. Cairoli looks a lot closer than he did. Now we just need to get that bit right. Absolutely hammer it, that gap is still coming down. I fancy a run for second here. Oh! What is it with that jump on this bike? It's twice now in 4 times that we've been over that jump that I've just immediately lost the bike on landing. That's just, it's really weird. It must just be how hard I'm cased. I must have to check the speed over that. Again, one of the subtle differences between MX1 and MX2 is Kendi Dyker who wins, so it's a Red Bull KTM 1-2 with the Dyker and Cairoli. We will finish in 3rd position, and with that we will secure the MX1 World Riders Championship. Stephen Frossard finishing in 4th. Clement Dessal in 6th. He tried his best, but his best was not enough. Look at that. Yamaha at the back. So 3 Yamahas in 14th, 15th and 16th. And myself and Frossard in 3rd and 4th. A real void of talent there, it would appear. But it doesn't matter. Ladies and gentlemen, that will secure for us the MX1 World Riders Championship. We came out here and we did what we needed to do. We haven't done what I wanted to do. As I've already said, I wanted a double. But, and it's a big but, it's 2 races. So, even though we're not going to get the double, I need to go out on a win. I need to go out on a win. It might be selfish, it might be stupid, it might be motivation for all the wrong reasons, but I don't care. The championship is secured. We've done everything that we needed to do. For this final part, for this final race, I would love nothing more than a race victory. So here we go for the final time of this MXGP career mode. We line up on the starting grid. Part 4, the 14th and final round of the MX2 World Championship. And for the final time, ladies and gentlemen, let's go to work. Please give me a good start. Not getting away, but not too bad. Try and stay a bit wider this time. Carry a bit more speed. Up into P5. We check as speed a little bit there as we come over the top. Searle has crashed, so yeah, I think it is getting the speed. Searle crashed and then was immediately back on his bike in front of us. We've still got him past, but yeah, that was a little bit dodgy. I can't complain though. It put him on the bike exactly the same sort of speed as they put us on, just been mugged down the inside by Searle and Nagel. Where did they come from? Get back, Tommy. I'm the #1 Brit here, son. Go around the outside of Nagel, but we carried in too much speed as we were looking to do Powell in, and that will open the door for Searle again. Oh, we've cut the corner too much. Now we're battling away with Sean Simpson, so it's 3 Brits in 4th, 5th and 6th at the minute. It's a battle of Britain taking place on the racetrack. But I really do not want to get involved in a scrap with these boys. I want to get up near the front, trying to go underneath Nagel. He's going to come back at us because he's going to get a better run out of the corner. So is Searle. Why? Where is he coming from? He's crashed again. He's crashed again. And this is where we're fast. Ooh, very nearly dropped the bike. I think I heard someone who did. Oh, maybe not. Oh, come on. Frossard has gone past us now. Get away, it's my position. So I think the race may have gone again this game. Absolute filth with those bales. We're now behind Tommy Searle, going to try and cut underneath him. Loads of power, but we've given it too much power and too much steering angle. Come on. I'm not disappointed. Well, I am disappointed. But I need to not be disappointed. Tony Cairoli is currently leading this race. If there's one thing that I've proven And pretty much the first race of this championship of this season in MX1. So I've got Tony Cairoli's number. If I'm not going to get a race victory, stuff it, I'm at least going to get a fastest lap of the race to go with my MX1 World Championship. Now we're going to show these boys how you ride around this track. There's little moments where the bike snaps when you get airborne, goes right up onto Tommy Searle. You try and force him into an error of some description. He's had a few crashes in this race. We might be able to get him to have another one. Not that I'm saying I'm going to just steam him or anything, but he doesn't seem to respond well to the pressure. If there's one place I know where I'm going to be able to pass him, it's going to be through this little kink, because the AI brake way too early and don't get enough of an angle. Somehow we avoided contact as we went around the outside of him. And he goes upon Max Nagel. Oh, and I swear I checked my speed then as well. I had a little tap of brake just before we got to the top of the hill, but yeah, that's really getting annoying on these bikes, that the extra speed makes you crash. Just from taking a simple flat landing. I've had worse cases on some horrific ramps where you've landed straight on the top of a jump and we've stayed on the bike. Fastest lap of the race, a 1:37.666. So we know we've probably got at least another second to add to that, to take off of that, should I say, as we ride straight off the track and then drop the bike immediately. Maybe we won't be taking that second off of that fastest lap of the race. Maybe we won't be finishing this race. Oh man, if we keep riding like this, what the hell is going on with this bike? And now we're behind two Yamahas. We get passed by Sean Simpson and by Stephen Frossart. I'm not having that. I'm sorry, but if I'm not winning the race, I'm sure as hell not being last Yamaha. Now we need to set ourselves up and try and find a place where we can get this job done on Frossart. We took the outside line, but we only took to the outside line because we took too much speed into the corner as we clipped the hay bit, as we clipped the advertising boards on the inside. This race has just absolutely fallen apart over this last lap. The bike just seems to have, it seems to be evil, a lot, it just seems to be very evil. Oh, but look at that, we set that up absolutely beautifully. Now I'm going to try and take a run on Frossart. Little checkers, brakes. Now we're going to sweep up the inside of him. Oh, come on! He set both Frossart and Simpson up. Oh, and we hit that stupid, I swear to God, man. I don't understand how this game decides when it's going to knock you off your bike or not. Well, that's going to be it. We're not even going to finish our last race at MX1 as the leading Yamaha. We're going to finish in 7th. We are still going to take the fastest lap of the race of a 37.666. And even though I shouldn't be disappointed, we missed the podium as well. I'm really disappointed, but I shouldn't be. Because at the end of the day, the important thing, which will come up any second now, we look at the Royal Riders standings and we win the World Championship by 55 points overall from Ken De Dijker, who reclaimed second place across that final round. So De Dijker and De Salle taking points off of each other all season long. Cairoli jumped up to 4th in that final meeting. So after having an awful season by his high standards, he's somehow pulled out a 4th place in the championship. He was nowhere near us. He was 106 points off the eventual champions, the only rider to get into the 500 point bracket. And there we go, MX1 World Champion, as we crash in the background. Thanks for that replay. Thanks for highlighting the fact that I suck and I crash. Cheers for that. But there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been part number 30, the final part of MXGP Career Mode. We are now MX1 World Riders Champions to go with our MX2 World Riders Championship from last season. We came, we saw, we conquered, we delivered. One season and we get that title done. Absolutely beautiful. So yeah, if we take a look at the eventual MX2 standings, Jeffrey Hurling's finished on 681. Oh, so he dropped a fair few points at that the final couple of meetings. But, well, I say a fair few points. He's dropped 19 points all season. 19 points all season. Look at that, all those riders in the 500 point bracket, man. Coldenhoff, Teixeira, Bertrand. Nah, man. Them boys weren't scoring 500s when I were there. You can see there, we're the only riders to score 500 in the MX1 World Championship, as I've already said. See all the riders going down the list. Jonathan Barragan didn't even score a point. He must not have raced at all. But yeah, you can see all these riders going up and down the order, but you can see the advantage that we have at the top. So, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. As I say, that is the end of MXGP Career Mode. My name has been Ninjitsu Evolved. Thank you very much for watching. And yeah, hopefully I should be producing a new career mode shortly. I'm not entirely sure what that's going to be yet. I'm going to see what I've got. I'm also going to try and do some videos which aren't necessarily racing videos, since I know for the last month or so this has become pretty much exclusively a racing game channel. It wasn't my intention when I started the channel, but I've had so much fun playing this MXGP Career Mode, making these MXGP Career Mode videos. I hope that you've all had fun watching them, as much fun as I've had making them. You know, if you've subscribed to the channel because of watching these, it's very much appreciated. If this is the first time that you're watching MXGP Career Mode, please feel free to subscribe to my channel. Please go check it out. There's a complete playlist with every MXGP Career Mode race video there. They're all in order. You don't have to mess around, just press play all and they will all run. Fair enough. By the time I've got this uploaded to go along with the rest of them, it's probably going to be like 10 hours worth of videos. I mean, you're talking a 20-minute average, I'd say, for a career mode episode. 30 rounds at 20 minutes an episode. Yeah, it's like 10 hours worth of content. So I don't blame you if you don't watch them all. But there've been some great races going back over these past few seasons. We've had a lot of good times, we've had some bad times as well. But we came, we saw, we conquered, we got the job done. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. It is very much appreciated. And until the next career mode, whatever that may be, or until my next video with actual commentary, whatever that may be, I will see you all again next time. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all later.